Hello Capricorns, it's Miss Edie with Miss Edie's Tarot. Welcome to my page. Guys, I have some awesome exciting stuff. This is for the month of October for your love and life reading. I'm going to start with a couple cards. I'm going to be reading from the books because their messages are just so incredible that I don't want to change anything, and I want to make sure you get the exact message you're supposed to receive. We're definitely going to have some love messages. I'm also going to do a tarot reading for you and what you can expect for the month of October. And then I'm also going to do a little surprise for you guys and do who you're connecting with and what they're thinking of you for the month of October. So it's really exciting. So we're going to definitely start with the Oracle of the Unicorn cards. These are beautiful, beautiful illustrations, which I really love the messages, guys. So please, through all this reading, take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. It's not for you. But for the rest of it, try to take some, maybe you'll have a takeaway. If it doesn't resonate now, it will definitely or possibly resonate throughout the month. So maybe check back later, halfway through the month, see what's happened, what hasn't, and go from there. So your first card is Past Lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. You are an old soul who has journeyed through many different lifetimes and gained deep knowledge on your way. Your present situation requires you to either tap into your ancient wisdom for the answers or release a block that you've carried forward from another incarnation. You may have some deep fears from a previous time that is being brought to the surface so it can be released for good. There may be people who still hold karmic agreements with you. Clearing these agreements is now possible, and this will allow you to move forward on your own path. It may be time for you to remember the soul gifts that have been locked away and are now ready to be shared with the world. As an old soul, you have evolved over centuries. It is time for you to use your knowledge to awaken and ascend in this lifetime and to help others to do the same. Spend some time sitting quietly in meditation and ask this mystical unicorn to guide you back to the answers or the healing you need, or to help you unleash your hidden gifts. Your past lives hold treasures that can help you rise into your power and create the life of abundance, joy, and freedom that you desire. How amazing is that? If you guys don't know, the past little period of time has been all your karmic stuff with all the moons and all the planets going to retrograde and coming back into regular motion. There's a lot of changes. I'm sure you guys have been feeling them. It's really a really intense time. This year has been very, very difficult for a lot of you, and I see it in your reading already, so I know we're definitely going to be going on that direction. And you're just getting really nice reminders to take care of yourself. The next one is with the Moonology deck. I love this deck. It's so beautiful, and because it's a new month, I always like to follow with the cycles. So your first message is to take time out and breathe. Sorry, take time to breathe out. So take a big breath in, big breath out. Here we go. Disseminating moon. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax, breathe. We can't do on all the time. If you feel you've been hit with an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles, it's normal. I am where I am and it's okay. Other meanings for this card. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes from a full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not an ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is a time to breathe out. Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. So maybe some stuff did happen that you went through, and maybe this was part of your karmic stuff. So there's a lot of things on you, and you just felt really constricted. Maybe you were dealing with a lot of stuff, and this is definitely an opportunity for you to exhale. You're safe, you're protected, you are okay, and just move forward. Whatever it is, we're going to continue. The next deck that I'm using is the Work Your Light one. There's beautiful messages again. And your message today is trust the niggle. I've never heard that before. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? That niggle feeling, that annoying, niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there. And it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best doll-ups and stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way, the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, and the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact it is the body that is intuitive one, working through our senses and deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggling now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? So there might be something that you just went through and you're kind of like, why did this happen? I don't understand. Or you might be feeling a type of way about it. Now, obviously, there's a reason why it's happening, and that could be part of your karma. There's a reason why it's coming up, and you're being reminded to breathe. Ooh, yeah, that's why it's part of your karma. Because if you don't learn it, you don't figure out what it is that's triggering it, it's going to keep coming back. That's why this said it's going to send something bigger and worse, and you don't want that. The next card is from the Sacred Traveler's Oracle. This is the last one I'm reading. And this one is stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. So let all that fade away from you. The meaning, take back your power, stand in your own light. Even if your burden seems heavy, it makes you stronger. If you've been standing on the sidelines and acquiescing to the needs of others, this card is letting you know that it's time to stand up for yourself. The challenges you faced are making you stronger. You no longer live and need to live the life for others. Yet, if you choose, your light can illuminate the path for those who walk beside you. The additional message from the Traveler. The greatest power is silent and deep. It doesn't need to show any force. It just is. If you've lost or given way to your authority to someone or something else, it's time to reclaim it. If you're afraid and standing in your path because you are afraid of being judged, shunned, or rejected, it's time to let go of your hesitations. If you've been carrying responsibilities for others, you're stronger for it. However, it is time to decide to either let them go or continue forward with them, but on your terms. You have a remarkable inner spiritual power that is born of sacred love, wisdom, and grace. Wow, I think some of you might have needed that reminder. Also, because of the transitioning during times right now, you're being asked, this is the Lover's Oracle deck, I love this one. You're being asked to trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Your second message for this month of October, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So you're just continually just being told to just embrace it, breathe, allow it, listen to your feelings, attune to your body, because there are things that you're meant to feel. Now, situations you're going through can be repetitive. Maybe you're in the same kind of cycle and that's why you're feeling that pressure, but it's basically telling you to step up, turn on your switch, kick in your life. Do it. Oh, now here's your love message from your romance angels. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So some of you, if you're asking about someone, yes, they are the one. Or potentially, You could also be meeting someone this month, and if you start stirring any feelings and anything, again, it's asking you to trust. So this could definitely be someone that has something special for you. Now we're getting into your reading. So again, this is your love message for the month of October, and I'm really excited to share it with you. The first part that I'm doing now is your messages and what you're meant to receive and things you're supposed to hear. So we're going to start off with the Four of Pentacles. You could definitely be closed off, and again, this has to do with maybe all the things that are going on. This is definitely also earth sign energy here. We've got coming in. And that's you, Capricorn, where of course there's signs here. So this is, you know, you're holding on to stuff. There's the moon. Actually, it is almost a disseminating moon in the background. I'm not even going to make that up. They almost look the same because it's the fading after the full moon. So you've got, like, this could be a very critical time for some of you. You might be really clinging to stuff. You might be low on your funds. You might be clinging to your financial state. You could be holding on to stuff because you're clinging to your stability. This is also a very interesting time where you might just be feeling really like, I don't know, I feel like someone's really restricted. You're restricting yourself a lot, or your circumstances, and that might be why it's reminding you to just breathe and allow, because you're so caught in, you know how life is when you're holding on to something, that's when it starts slipping away. So you don't want to hold too tight because it's going to run from you. But if you hold, appropriately, we'll see what happens. That could be why you're holding on to your finances. So here's the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever you've been investing into, whatever you've been growing, whatever you have definitely been planting, or whatever you've worked on for some time now, your harvest is coming in. This is the opportunity to reap everything you sowed. So if you were worried and you're like, I'm not sure if it's going to work out, I'm not sure if I should be putting it out, you're going from a 4 to a 7 of Pentacles. Definite stability and finally seeing the results. So when it's asking you to breathe, trust, step into your power, you got trust twice. Trust the niggle and trust here. Like, this is definitely telling you to listen to yourself, listen and trust the divine, open yourself for the beautiful messages that they're trying to feed down to you through signs, synchronicities, whatever's around you that you're picking up. It is definitely letting you know that you're on the right path and you will get there. It's coming. 7 of Pentacles. Judgment. So this is a very important time for you to make that decision, to definitely come into terms. This could be you needing to make that stand for yourself. The horns are blowing. This is the time. You don't have more time than the present. And when do you start to do it? Now. It's your choice. Day one or one day. You got to decide this, guys. I've said this before too. This is your opportunity to make a stance for your life. Are you gonna do what you need to do to clear up all that other stuff and to change what's going on for you? Yeah, and here we are, 8 of Swords. So the cool thing with the 8 of Swords is, if you notice, none of the swords are touching her. She is blindfolded. None of them are on the ground. They're just hovering around her. You are in your head way too much. You have way too many fears and worries, and they're just things that you think are problems. They're just stuff that you've maybe built a bigger wall than what it is. You've maybe, it might be a small problem, but because of how you're looking at it, you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're still looking at it as like a tiny little problem that you have. But the second that you look closer and you look through that little hole, you get to see the whole image of everything that you're looking at. And it's basically what I'm thinking is that whatever you've been focused on, that it's not working out, or whatever is holding you back, and it's telling you again, you deserve to be joyful. Maybe some of you have just lost a little bit of a drive for life, and it's really saying that you need to find yourself, because you're not opening to things, or maybe things aren't working out. Again, we have earth energy here, we have air energy here, so you could be dealing with an air sign, you could be dealing with an earth sign. There's a lot of potential things, and maybe you've been holding back from opening up to someone, but you're finally seeing that there's a little result between them, and maybe it's just time for you to let go of your fears and just step up and do it. Woman or man, whatever your energy is. Now this is the other person. So this is the energy of the person that you're connecting with. And we're going to just touch base with them and see what they're thinking. So their first card about you is the Justice card. So here it's Libra energy. Again, we're in Libra season. So it's also very potential that it could be during this month that this is going to happen. They can also be viewing you as a very balanced person. They can see that you're really spending time making a just decision that is fair. They can also be making sure that they're weighing things themselves to see if it's worth for them to come in. Justice has to be fair, could be legal stuff. They could be going through some stuff legally. You could also be making a legal judgment with someone. I'm not getting an ending, but maybe for some of you, okay, for some of you, I'm picking up that you could be leaving something, that you are stepping up into your power and walking away from something. Actually, this turned, there's someone here for sure that needs to hear this, and you might have now finally ended the karma that is coming to you. You've now caught your breath, you've listened to all your instincts, and then now you're stepping into your power to literally walk away from whatever it is. So for some of you, this could be ending of something. This could be a contract, a marriage, whatever legal bindment that you have with this person. You might also be walking away from them. That is the other side. That's not for everyone, of course. I feel like there's a very few people, but someone really needed to hear that. And that's why the trust card for that person will have to do with you accepting the change, making that transformation. And once you accept your current situation, it will completely transform. So if you're ready to leave your situation, because I do feel that someone is in a very, very, very bad place here. You're in a lot of pain. You're in a really bad situation. And you may or may not have to make that judgment to walk away from that. So let's come back. Okay, so that's definitely for someone. I really hope that that helps. If anything, it's affirming for you that, yes, it is definitely time to move on from that. Other energies. Of course, the Justice, you could be balancing out with someone. Things could be working out. You could also be dealing, this is, of course, air energy over here. But we have, you know, with the swords, but it's definitely Justice is, of course, the Libra. And for me, it's because of the month now that we're in, coming into Libra season here. Now we have the 9 of Pentacles. So your person could definitely be single, male or female. They're sitting, they're beautiful here, standing, so proud, you know, showing off themselves. Very attractive, very stable, very desirable. This person has everything you can want, and this is how they're looking at you. So you are the person that looks so good, so divine, and in this case you may be the one that's single. So they're definitely watching you, and they're really appreciating all of you, because you're definitely something to look at, man or female, don't worry. Oh, the Emperor. So this is how they feel about you. So the Emperor knows everything. Everything. So the Emperor knows what he wants. He's stable, he's secure, he's confident, he's got everything. The passion, the drive, the desire, the love, the emotions. Not very expressive, of course. So maybe that's where some of you have a little bit of confusion, is because maybe they're not showing you how much they want you, but their mind is made up, and you are in their sight. You know, you're just doing you, and even like, I can't really see it, maybe the eyes are a little slanted, but the eyes are looking this way. He's facing forward, but the eyes are looking this way, and this is how I have them down here. So they are definitely watching you, and they got their eye on you. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, and what is coming to you from them? The Ace of Wands. They have a very strong, passionate desire, and they really want to give you something, if you know what I mean. But they're definitely coming in with a really passionate offer, and this is an amazing blessing here that's going to be coming to you in a form of potentially something sexual. There's definitely a lot of tension, sexually energy here. We got a lot of fun stuff, I feel. And this person, they're confident. So I know, like, when, you know, he's holding staff here, but he's wanting to give you this. or she, this can go both ways. The energies are interchangeable, and of course the roles can be completely reversed. This could be them, you could be this one. And also, and sometimes when you're connecting with someone on this level, it could definitely be very mutual. And if you are feeling this way, then this could be the one you're seeking, and this could definitely be a very potentially amazing partnership. And it is just telling you to be excited. Like, that's what your love messages are, is to be excited and look forward, find yourself, whatever situation you're in, come to peace with it. You're gaining so much wisdom, and it's a beautiful time of healing, and there's a lot of stuff for you that you have to go and seek. So definitely, Capricorn guys, I talked about this a lot, about grounding yourselves. Make sure as an earth sign you find somewhere to tune in. If you need to go somewhere, go on a walk in a park, do something. If you have grass in your backyard, walk around barefoot. If you don't have pets, be careful, of course, if you do. And otherwise, just really enjoy this moment. This is going to be a beautiful month for you. You've got some really hot, passionate stuff coming your way. Now, someone definitely has their mind made up about you, and they've definitely got their eyes on you, because you are just looking fine over here, and they are so excited to give you this. All right, guys, have a beautiful October. So much love. Take care. We'll talk soon.